Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Concrete Rose. Why do I sound really depressed? I'm not depressed, y'all. I'm fine. But I don't know. I haven't really done much of anything today. As you can tell, like my face is literally unwashed. I have a pimple on my third eye. But oh, right. Um, but I was thinking about what I wanted to make my next video about cuz as y'all know, like I don't really have a particular niche for this channel. I just feel like I want to talk about things that I feel like talking about, or document trips that I go on and things like that. And I guess I feel like I should just talk about the things that are going on in my life at the moment and things that are topics that are relevant to me right now. And one of the biggest topics right now that I have been wrestling with is feeling like a burden and feeling a lack of motivation after college. For those of you that don't know, I just graduated college about like 3 weeks ago. It might be 4 weeks now. That's fucking crazy. It's almost been a month. It'll be a month in a few days, actually. And I have been going through a lot since then. I got kicked out of my toxic home by my mentally ill father. And I have been trying to figure everything out. In the meantime, the positive thing is that I was already planning to move anyway, and I also was moving out. I would have been moving out of my house anyway for good in like 2 weeks. So I don't really understand. Yeah. I'm a psych major, by the way, so I don't want to say mentally ill in like a derogatory sense. Like I'm also mentally ill, like we all are actually, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, honestly, this deals with the topic of mental illness too, but just like homelessness and poverty and trying to climb the social ladder while feeling like a burden to everyone around you because you don't have it on your own. As I'm saying all this, you guys are probably wondering, if you're so homeless and poor and whatever, like why are you in like a beautiful like fucking like garden? Well, I'm at my friend's house actually, and I've been feeling a lot of guilt since I've been staying with her. It's only been like a week, mind you, not even a week yet, but I've been feeling just so much guilt because, one, as I was saying, I've been feeling a severe lack of motivation. I've struggled my whole life with my mental health. I've had a lot of adverse childhood experiences, and it's always been something that I've had to manage and deal with. And whenever I come home, for context, I went to college on the opposite side of the country. So I was really far away from home, which is what I wanted. I'm very independent. Like I can go off by my on my own, and when I have built-in systems to support me, like I did at my school, it feels really easy for me to like adult and just like manage my life, or maybe not really easy, but like substantially easier. But whenever I come back home from school, which I've only done, I think the whole 4 years I was at school, I only came home 5 times. And every single time, without fail, that I come home, I like almost instantly begin to enter a depressive episode. And like, I don't know, at this point, I just like expect it, and I try to remedy it as much as I can by like, keeping with my routine and the foods that I like to eat and like, all that stuff. But in this moment, it's really hard for me to find those threads of consistency. Really, besides in like food and in substances substance I should say that I use. um I like gardening because I'm in a garden, obviously. But that and like, music. I feel like those are like basically the main things. And now Love Island, because that is my brain rot show. I don't really watch TV, but I only really watch TV during the summer, and that's when Love Island is. So that's my show. Sorry, I know, but um, anyway, what was I saying? All that to say. Also, I'm really trying not to think about the fact that I'm not editing these videos, and I hope it doesn't cut me off either. But because I just recorded a video yesterday, but um, I don't know. What am I saying this to say? Oh yes, threads of consistency. It's been, not that it's been hard to find those, but it's been difficult to maintain those threads of consistency in a healthy, non-codependent way, because that's all I have to cling to. It's like, okay, like if I wasn't eating the food that I normally eat, or like the same ingredients and flavors that I like, and if I wasn't gardening and I wasn't listening to music that I know that I like I would have like, I'd feel like I have nothing. I mean, even when it comes to like my material belongings, I don't have a lot, because I'm not going to get into that actually, but I don't have a lot of like physical things. And I don't have a lot of consistency in my life. And this is something that I've always, 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 always struggled with. And it makes me feel very like isolated from people around me, because like even the idea of like, oh yeah, like, are you going home for break? I'm like, well, what does home even mean? Like, how are we defining home? Like, what is that? Um, like, that's always been like a very weird concept for me. And like, I feel like home has always been something that's within myself, but as a result of all of these changes I'm going through, like, I also have to change, which is like fine. Obviously, I don't see anything wrong with changing. I love changing, in fact. But when you're being forced to change everything about your life in a short period of time, kind of against your will, but also not, it's just like a lot to process. And I've been getting very overwhelmed with the amount of things that I have to do to like make sure that I even have somewhere to sleep. And that has been really like taxing, because I already have a lowered capacity, because like I said, like pretty much whenever I come back to my home state, I literally get depressed, just like reflexively, probably because I've just had so many negative experiences here. Like, some of the people that have been my biggest ops in my whole life literally like live here. Like, it's just like, it's been a lot, and I feel very alone, to be honest. I hope I don't cry. Oh my god. Um, I need to like, warm up to y'all, or have y'all warm up to me before I start crying on the internet. I'm not a huge crier, but I do feel a little bit emotional, because it's just like I feel alone, and I can't really fix that, because like people don't relate to me. People don't have the same experience as me. Um, and personally, at the moment, like, I don't know anyone else that is my age that currently has been kicked out of their house, or like doesn't have anywhere to, like, is effectively homeless. So I feel very alone on that front. Like, I just graduated from like an elite college where everyone was like already rich. So if anything, they're staying at home with their parents in their like nice ass houses, and their loving families, hopefully. And I just like don't have any of that. And all of my peers and all the people that I've become close to that are in my age, like a lot of them do have that, or at least something closer to that than I do, which I really like, I don't have anything right now. And I don't know. I also really struggle to ask for help. So being in this position where I have to ask for help, or else I'm like literally gonna be sleeping on the sidewalk, like, is pretty difficult and honestly draining for me, because I'm used to being able to like mostly figure things out on my own, and I like really only ask for help when I'm in like such a dire situation like this, where it's like I didn't have a choice but to ask you. And even when it's like that is the circumstance, like I still feel so much guilt, and whether or not I get the help that I need, and I'm able to like focus on the next thing that I need to do, or like whatever, like it still weighs so heavily on me, and it makes me feel like I'm just like a burden to people around me. And I really like I actively try not to be. It's not that I'm just like, oh, I'm such a burden, and then I just like don't like contribute. Like I try my best, but like for example, right now everything's hella expensive. I personally like don't have an income at the moment. Like I just graduated, the job market is shit, and I also don't have a vehicle or a permanent address, so I can't even work anywhere that requires me to travel to and from the location, like by vehicle for one. And I also can't work at a brick and mortar location because I don't have a permanent address. And for the next few months, I'm probably going to just be moving around a lot. And so that's really narrowing down my options. And I don't know, I'm kind of rambling now. I don't really know what like the through line to this conversation is, but just that it's hard to ask for help, and it's hard to feel like a burden. Um, and I don't know, like I feel like I can only do what I can right now, and like in all honesty, I have very like limited energy. It's just like everything I feel like I've been set up, kind of like low key. I feel like, and I have. I absolutely have, and I feel like I'm not allowed to feel bad about the fact that I've been set up, because I have to figure out like how I'm going to pay for groceries. And it's just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, um so yeah, like in short, like I'm basically homeless, unemployed, trying to fucking move abroad and have a a better quality of life. Um and I'm struggling with my mental health. I'm struggling to ask for help. I'm struggling to receive help even when I do ask. And I don't know. And I really don't want to sound ungrateful, especially to my friend that I'm at her house right now, and she has been very like more than helpful. But she's only one person. I'm only going to be with her for 2 more weeks. And I don't know. I don't know. This kind of sounds like a cry for help. I don't want this to be a cry for help. Like, I honestly, like, I'm okay. Like, at least the one thing that I do have is that I have a deep inner knowing that I can handle anything that God throws my way. Like, I know, I don't think I know that I'm one of God's strongest soldiers. So, like, I'm like, it sucks that this is a position that I'm in. It sucks that it's not necessarily clear how I'm going to find my way out of my situation, but I know that I can do it, and I'm just trying my best. Something that has been helping me a lot is just literally doing just like one thing a day. One thing a day to move my body and like be outside. And sorry, I just realized that I've just been carrying my phone around. You guys are probably like, what the fuck, bro? I'm low key meant to be listened to like a podcast. Like, you really don't have to like look at my face. But um, what was I gonna say? Oh my god. Oh yes, I remember. Um, doing one thing every day to like get outside and like move my body a little bit. Another reason that I probably get depressed when I come home is because I don't have gym access. Um, and obviously, if I were, again, staying somewhere long term, I would be able to open up a gym membership, but I'm not. So I can't really do that. Um, it's so fucking annoying. And working out is like one of the most grounding things that I could do. It helps me structure my routine so much. And I honestly just need to do it, like, not to be an annoying, like, gym girl, but like, I honestly feel like my mental health rapidly declines when I'm not, like, when I don't have access to the gym. Like, even just knowing that I can go to the gym whenever is like the fact that I cannot walk into any gym right now. Well, I mean, I could probably if I like open a membership, but I don't have a member. Like, it's like I'm not gonna go open a membership so I can like leave in 2 weeks. It's just like a lot, and it's like, so I'm just supposed to suffer. Like, the next place I'm gonna be staying a little bit like longer than a month, so it'd at least be worth it for me to do a membership for a month. And I'm just like, so I just have to like be stagnant until then. And no, I don't. Like, the very least I can do is walk. Unfortunately, I hate running, so I won't be doing that. But the least I can do is walk. So I've just been taking like 1, 2, sometimes even 3 walks a day, just so I can like be outside, move around, see something. Um, yeah, I also, like I said, I have been gardening a lot. I'm like basically out right now though, and I feel like I should not get any more because it's kind of like I don't need that, but at the same time I'm like, that's like low key how I've been self-medicating myself for like 4 years. And I can go like long periods of time without it. I'm just like, I don't know if this particular moment in time, if that would be, if it's more helpful for me to have it or if it's more helpful for me to not have it. Like, I kind of don't know. I'm leaning towards no though. So there's that. But then I'm just like, that's another form of consistency that I'm sacrificing for not a particular reason. It's honestly because I feel like I shouldn't be using it or like using it as much, which is a socialized conception or perspective. So I don't even know if that's valid or not, but I also know that I don't need anything. So yeah, but I don't know, man. I've honestly, like, I haven't even been taking it day by day. I've been taking it like hour by hour, like truly. Like, I've just been trying to listen to my energy levels, what I like. I got a burst of energy at the beginning of the day, yesterday and today, and then late last night to like do some work and some tasks like on the computer and stuff that I have been putting off. And I honestly, I'm just trying to do just like one thing that makes me feel accomplished. And I know everyone always says this, like, start slow just to build consistency, whatever. And it sounds stupid, but like, it actually does work. And I feel, even though I haven't done like a lot and gotten as far in my goals as I could have if I like locked the fuck down for like 6 hours, like, this is what I have the capacity for right now. Like, this is what I got. Like, this is what I just graduated, bro. Like, I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of just even looking at my computer. Like, I don't even want to look on it to do something that I want to do. Like, I want my computer to be like away from my face. So it's just been hard. But yeah, I'm low-key rambling now, so I'm probably going to end this here because this is getting to be pretty long. But thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Yeah, I don't know. Again, let me know if you made it this far. Shocker, like, comment. I don't know. Comment a fucking rose emoji, cause we're concrete rose over here. Oh, I wish I could cut that out. Whatever. But yeah, and please comment other videos that I should make, other takes y'all want my perspective on. Like I said, I'm watching Love Island too. I don't want to really be one of those channels or like get known for talking about Love Island, but I do have some comments about this season, good and bad. So yeah, I'm going to end it here, but have a good day. I love you, and bye.